Good morning, good afternoon, good day. I'm sending salutations your way. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of What's the Real Deal? Now, if you're new here, first of all, congratulations. You've just joined the one segment where we talk about the life so real, even therapy is like, ooh, that cuts deep. Now, let me warn you. This ain't your average motivational talk where someone in a $5,000 suit tell you to wake up at 4 a.m., drink wheatgrass juice, and manifest your yacht. Nah, I'm more of a wake up at 10, eat leftover pound cake, and figure it out as I go type of motivator. And you know what? That's okay. Because here's the real deal. We've been brainwashed into thinking that you got to be famous to matter. That if TMZ don't know your name, your work, your heart, your life, somehow it's less valuable. And I'm here to tell you that's a lie. A loud, glittery, Instagram filtered lie. Here's the truth. Some of the most powerful people I have ever met will never trend on social media. They don't have blue check marks. They don't have PR teams. They don't have an assistant named Brandon walking 3 steps behind them holding an oat milk latte. They are the mamas who keep going into work every day, even when their body says lay down. The fathers who stay when it would have been easier to walk away. The students who study at night after putting their kids to bed. The activists who show up at every meeting, every rally, every late night planning call, knowing their names might never be printed in the history books. And yet, without them, the world doesn't move. I've learned this the hard way. There was a time I thought my worth was tied to the spotlight. That if I wasn't on a stage making headlines or breaking some big news, I wasn't doing enough. But life, but life has a way of humbling you, stripping away the claps, the titles, the applause, until you have to ask yourself, who am I when nobody's looking? And I'll tell you, I found out I was my most powerful when I was my most human, when I sat with a friend going through grief, when I cooked a meal for someone who hadn't eaten in 2 days, when I called my mama just to say I love you. Those moments, no camera, no audience, but a real impact. You hear me? A real impact. We've been told that as black and brown men, our value comes from how much money we make, how strong we look, how famous we get. But I can flip that for you. Our real power, I said our real power is in how much love we give. It's in breaking the cycle, being the first in your family to say, I'm going to heal instead of hurt. It's in holding your child and promising them that they would never wonder if they are loved. It's in showing up as a man who cries, the man who forgives, the man who says, I don't have the answers, but I'm trying. That is radical. That is revolutionary. That is power. You don't need millions of followers. You need one moment of courage. You don't need a stage. You need a table where you can sit with somebody and remind them that no matter what, you don't need to be famous to be powerful. You just need to be willing to act when the world tells you to sit still. If you've ever made someone laugh on their worst day, you're powerful. If you've ever forgiven someone when you could have held a grudge, you're powerful. If you've ever chosen kindness when you could have chose revenge, you're powerful. And don't let nobody convince you otherwise. So the next time you scrolling on down your feed and feeling like your life doesn't matter to some influencers highlight reel, remember this. Your quiet, consistent love might be the reason somebody else keeps going. Your encouragement might be the seed that grows into a revolution you never seen in full bloom. And the best part, you don't have to wait until you make it. You already have it. You already are it. And always remember, love the people, do better, And that's not on fear. That's on love. Love. Love.